Hello everybody, welcome back. It's Cape Rugby TV time. It's time for us to take a look at what's happening in the world of Western Province Club Rugby. For those of you that have managed to stay dry out there, well, we trust that you are in fact now behind your TV in your lounge trying to stay dry in Cape Town. Before we get started, big thanks of course to our partners on board with us, Score Energy Drinks. We're going to talk to you a little bit later about how to win yourself a case of Score. That's going to come up during the course of the show. And of course, MChem 24-hour pharmacy on the corner of N1 and Durbel Road. Let me welcome in studio with me. Welcome back, Jerome. Nice to have you back.
Yeah, good to be back, JP.
Are you dry?
Try to keep dry.
No one's dry.
It's difficult to keep dry this weather.
And folks, in studio with us, Alistair Tace, head coach at CPUT, and of course, no stranger to Cape Rugby TV and Western Province Club Rugby. Alistair, nice to have you in studio, man.
JP, thanks for having me on the show.
You're not keeping dry though, eh?
No. Out there on the field.
yeah. I don't know how you guys are coping. I mean, you're obviously with the rain, the way that it is must be very difficult.
Yeah. So actually, we cancelled our training sessions last night because our fields were flooded. Yeah. You know, and then we thought of maybe having a gym session at one of the campuses, but it's too dangerous to be on the roads with this weather. You know, so we just called it off. We'll regroup as soon as the weather dies down.
Talking about regrouping, for you guys at CPUT, using words like regrouping is not an easy word. I think other clubs, when you say regroup, it's one group, you get them together and you pray. But you guys, from CPUT point of view, you've got like 6 campuses all around the province.
Yeah, there's multiple campuses where the students study at. There's obviously all the different faculties, and these intercampus shuttles that get the students around. But the challenge is getting them all to the one campus. Yeah. You know, training, match days.
So do you have to set them up in WhatsApp groups and emails, or how do you talk to your players?
So look, we have one big WhatsApp group where we communicate with players, and then each team has a WhatsApp group. And then with our first team squad, we have our mini groups where we communicate with players, just to keep in check with them.
Jerome, we're going to take a first look here at Durbel against St. George's. Did you have any expectations going into this game? What we did say last week, that St. George's have beaten Marties at home before, and Durbel will be going to Gastro being a little bit nervous.
Yeah, I think we called that one, and we said that St. George's can cause an upset. So it was a good game. But
well, let's take a look. I mean, before we tell everyone. All right, here we go, folks. First half, Durbel, St. George's at Gastro. All right, folks, for those of you who've just been watching it, those of you, what you didn't see is off camera where Jerome had his hand in his head like this. Jerome, how many more times have we said at the end of the game, do not kick the ball away?
Yeah, no, that is, and especially what kill a coach if a forward do that. And I mean, this guy actually had a good game, and just to do that at the end, that's a coach killer, Alistair.
Yeah, Alistair. I mean, from a point of, but let's look at this from another perspective here. St. George's should be happy with this result. It doesn't. I mean, forget about the result is unhappy, but St. George's will be thrilled with their performance. They really were about to. Well, they could have beaten number 3 on the log. Yeah.
Look, if you think of the penalty, it's kickable.
Yeah.
You know, they kick that over last play of the game, they win the game. Getting a point out of the game, great. But as a coach, and I'm sure as players, beating Durbel at home, as you said, number 3 on the log, it's massive.
Yeah.
Going forward into the rest of their campaign.
Is it not too risky to take that penalty shot, especially in the wind like that?
So, it's 2 options.
Yeah.
3 options. You can tap and go, wait for your players to be set. Kick to touch, get an option. Or you take the risk of the 3 points.
Take the risk of it. Jerome, what's your choice? Or is it a call on the day you make? I mean, we know what it blows. The wind blows. And we already saw a conversion earlier on that was completely hooked, and the wind is very difficult out there.
Yeah, look, in games like this, you know it's going to be tough, but you play, or you actually train scenarios where you get to a scenario where, what if this happened?
Yeah.
And like, if you quick tap, play the ball, go same side, let your number 10 or number 15 hang in the pocket, drop goal, because you have the advantage.
Yeah.
So
all right, folks.
That's a simple solution.
We simply don't have the answer for you. It's all about making the right call on the day. And I think that the Lulu boys, the fans out at St. George's, you must be absolutely over the moon with with the type of rugby that St. George's is playing. So well done to both sides. Still a lekker game of rugby. A little bit cold, a little bit wet, and we know the result didn't go your way, but either way, we're loving the rugby. We'll take a break. When we come back from the break, we've still got lots of highlights to look at. We've got Franschhoek against Collegians and Hamadiers and Van Stel. Belleville was, of course, up against Hands and Hearts, and don't forget the match between Helderberg and Kale Jova. All that and more coming up in a sec.